Good afternoon, Horizon Bank. This is VIP Holding, and we've had some meetings with David that kind of has explained how we're consolidating all of our different entities, our growth pattern, some of our name and branding changes, and the incredibly unique opportunities we've had out there in this industry. We have had an explosive year, took big advantage of some disruption in the marketplace to gain some of the absolute best players in the industry at what we do. You've known us for more than a decade, and we continue to keep growing, but not like this. This has been quite exciting. We've had good year. We do want to amortize this expense. We've asked David for a $480,000 loan paid out over 48 months, just to kind of amortize only part of what we've already spent in cash flow this year. We took a lot of our 7-figure profits that we've been making at the company, and we aimed that towards hiring the best of the best, as some of these other companies have faltered. What are we at about in difference year to date?
We'll probably increase payroll by $800,000 to $1 million, and all of that will be located in P&L.
So we're going to add this part of this back to the P&L. We've got a new source of revenue, which is quite exciting. You guys ought to like a lot. Product development override. So we've built or tweaked some products, and we're getting a development override on all the business we sell plus all the business other people sell. There's no expenses attached to that. There's a letter attached in our little packet here from National Western. That number is about $460,000 for this year. Based on our growth, that could be nearly $1 million next year. As you already know, Jeff does anyway, we have almost $1 million a year of renewals. That helps keep everything stable and steady at VIP. But we have some explosive growth. Normally we add 1 or 2 accounts a year. This year we've added 5 new ones. We're now hitting the really big accounts, where some of these accounts are as big as we are total. We could add all of our accounts together, and we're hitting accounts that are as big as all of that in number of financial advisors that we're calling on, and peddling our insurance products through financial advisors that sit in banks. Let's rattle off a few names of new customers and clients here.
So beginning in January, we'll pick up Citizens Bank, which will represent about $20 million in annual production. And remember, on that production, we're at about a 5% baseline gross, not counting bonuses or PDOs, on every dollar. And so we also just brought on BB&T Bank, which will be another $25 million in annual production, and Bank of Oklahoma, which is $6 million in production. Those have already been signed as of October and November of 2018. And the big one will be TD Bank, which is the 8th largest bank in the world, a $1 trillion bank. We picked them up and launched with them in February, and that'll be an additional $40 million in annual production. So as you can see, we're picking up close to $110 million in new production that started at the end of this year and will go into next year.
All right, so just to wrap things up even further, these PDOs, which I think is really golden for us in developing product. We have been building our own product too. We think there are better mousetraps out there. And how are we getting that message out? Not only do we have the best team in the entire industry, but we'll be launching that to all of the banks at one time with this device that you're looking at now. Yes, this Vector Memo piece, we actually spent a year and a half developing this and being able to get this very device that you're watching this video on. This will be in the hands of every bank product manager out there as we launch each new bank with a commercial. We've upped our game with Chuck Woolery, who's been a spokesperson of ours, helped us grow some income. We've got a new video coming out with Chuck that's also going to be out there to all the banks. We believe that what we have in the mill now will increase profits by $3 million for next year. We have almost $1 million coming. Again, that letter sometimes in January, but we want to even out. We don't want to have this great profit year, and then we spend all this money on this big growth, and it doesn't even things out. So hopefully this is understandable. Please ask us any questions. We are trying to close this before year end. You know us well. We keep growing and we keep doing business with you. So let us know. Thank you guys.
Thank you.